Welcome guys, it's Mr. B here with update 0.60 of the Forest. Now the big thing for this update is the chainsaw. Everybody's going on about the chainsaw, so in this video I'm going to show you how to get the chainsaw and its limitations. It's not quite as great as you would think it is. It's good for cutting down trees, not so good for killing cannibals. As always, I've put a link in the description to all the changes for this update. While we're here in the main menu, the start music has changed. Just a few notes here and there, but it's definitely changed. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit, see if you can tell the difference. Did you hear any of the differences in the music? It's very subtle, but it's there. But if I let you listen to the start music all day, this will be a fairly boring video. You can listen to it at your leisure in your own game. So let's get on with the rest of the changes and this video. In keeping with the developers updating the menus for the game, we've also have a new save game loading sequence. This is a bar when you're swimming. See the blue bar on the screen? That's changed from a solid blue bar to one that matches the Forest logo, sort of scratched effect. Oh, some oysters, get them for later. One thing I did notice was a strange noise when you're drowning. See if you can hear it. It's a sort of scratching noise. It's really out of place. It sounds like someone rubbing a pencil on a piece of paper. Doesn't really fit in with the swimming or a noise that you would hear when you're drowning. Now when you're skinning an animal, you will drop any logs that you're holding. Before, you used to hold on to the logs. I tried to destroy that building with a bit of dynamite and it didn't work, so here's a second bit going towards it. Hopefully this will do it. This one is replacing the dust on buildings that break apart. Previously, I think the dust was white. The dust this time is a bit more... It is a bit more dust-like, a bit more powdery. Before it was a bit like smoke. Let's have a look at this one. I do love the way these buildings get destroyed. They just sort of sink into quicksand and then the logs just launch themselves. Now, this one I destroyed with a bomb and dynamite. A couple of hits with the axe and off it goes. You can see the dust again. It's not very clear on this one, but you see the brown haze. Before it was like smoke. This is a bit more like dust, brown dust. So they've definitely changed that. We've had the fences clarified. The fences, stone wall and the bone fence as well. Wooden fences are noticeably weaker than bone fences, which are weaker than stone walls. So have a look. Wooden fences are 7 hits to destroy. I'm using the spear because it's more accurate. Bone fences take 10 hits. So they're not much stronger, bone fences. They used to be a lot stronger. I think this has just been clarified. Stone walls are noticeably stronger than the pair of them. In fact, just as strong as the two of them put together. Need to recover my energy. So it's 16 for that stone wall. But this one is slightly stronger, so there may have been a hit missed somewhere. Bye-bye wall. We've got the same damage balance applied to wooden walls and defensive walls. So let's see how many strokes it takes to destroy a wooden wall. That's 12 hits to destroy a wooden wall. Let's see what it is for defensive walls. Defensive walls should obviously be much stronger than just a normal wooden wall. Let's see how much stronger it is. I'm running out of energy. This is quite a lot more than a normal wall. Wow. Okay, 30 hits for a defensive wall. That is significantly more. This is a bug I didn't even know existed. Player hair is now visible in a shadow. You can see his hair, his lovely hair now is there. I didn't notice this one either. But something I have noticed when I've been trying to make sure that it's been fixed is the enemies seem easier to kill with a bow. I don't know if they've upgraded the bow, the power on it. And that noise when you hit one of them now is fantastic. I think that was the last patch, it wasn't this one, but just we're up close there. And this nice guy here decides to have a bit of a meal. And yep, right in the ass. Did you see that arrow bounce off the rock? Watch this. Never seen this before. No blood. Blood in his hand. No blood. Blood. So that bug looks like it's fixed. I didn't know this one was a bug. I actually thought it was just a change in earlier versions of the game. When you hit a cannibal, you used to get teeth every time you hit them. Now you rarely get any, but we're starting to see some being dropped out every time you kill them. So at least that's something. So this is the bit that everybody wants to see. The chainsaw. And on my way to get to the cave that holds the chainsaw, I found this. See that red tank? Looks like a fuel tank. Now I know the chainsaw needs fuel, so I think this is the tank for it. So let's grab that. The cave you're looking for is near the sinkhole, so you need to head for the sinkhole. And then you're looking for a tent. A tent sitting on its own, a big tent, not the little ones, like that. And there you go, it's a cave hole. Is that another narcoleptic cannibal? He's sleeping. He is sleeping. Oh, he's awake now. Okay, let's go down the cave. There you go, there's a map. You can see roughly where we are. Let's go. Still the lag when you jump into the caves. It's a long way down. There are no cannibals here. However, there are a couple of babies. But appears no Virginia. So we'll see these in a moment. Yeah, flashlight. Now I have the better flashlight mod because a flashlight is dreadful otherwise. So there you go, straight forward, and you've got another ledge to climb down. You can jump down there, or you can take the rope. There are no cannibals down here. Now I haven't cleared this cave out, so the cannibals, if there were any, would still be here. There's nothing in this upper ledge. You've got another rope down to some water. Now you could use a rebreather as you need to go through the water, so yeah, you could use a rebreather to go through, but I'm going to show you how to do it without the rebreather. So stick to the left hand side wall, you'll see some lights reflected in the water. That's the other side, I believe, because there's no lights here. Do you see it? So what you need to do is head for them. So keep to the left hand side and swim, and you'll see, if you keep going, just keep to the left. Just, you'll see that, and then you'll see this light here shining on a rock. When you see that, head up the way. So head up past that rock, and there you are, you're out. Now don't do what I did here and just jump right down because there's the babies. Now, I was too busy looking for the Virginia here, which is why I got attacked. I like that echo as well. There is no Virginia, but there is a chainsaw. There's some fuel in front of that light as well, or behind that light, should I say. Mine seems to be embedded into the rock. You take the opportunity to go out, and it takes you out into the sinkhole. About halfway down. Now, the reason you would go out here is just take the opportunity, because along here is some tents and some resources. There's alcohol, there's sticks, there's a few bones, some flares. There's also some medicine there as well. So you may as well take the opportunity to get it while you can. If you've got the climbing axe, you can actually climb down here. Don't know if that gives you an idea where we are. But if you climb down here, you wouldn't need the rebreather, you wouldn't need to swim, you wouldn't need to kill... Well, you would still need to kill the babies, actually. You wouldn't need to go through all the ledges. You just climb down here, go in this way, grab a chainsaw, back out and back up. There's some more fuel there I missed on the way in. So let's head back out again. We'll go and test this chainsaw. So it's back up the ledge. Now to get back out here, you stick to the right hand side and head for this little tunnel. There you go. There's a rope. Long way up. So you can see getting a chainsaw is not difficult. There's nothing really to contend with. Bit of climbing, some swimming, and that's it. But the swimming's very short, so even if you get stuck, you can just turn around and come back out quite quickly. So the rebreather, the only advantage it has in that little pool is actually a light to see where you're going, because the torch doesn't work underwater. But other than that, you can just swim it. Let's head out. So let's select the chainsaw. Top right hand side. Fantastic. Rock and roll. Let's see what damage this bad boy does. Wow. That's making fairly short work of it, but then it is a chainsaw, you'd kind of expect that. That tree's done. Let's see what damage it does to a cannibal. There's a victim. Yeah. Yeah, that's taking far too long. How much fuel is this wasting? Right, so the chainsaw is not for killing cannibals. It takes too long. Probably too much fuel. Right, let's see if we can get another one. Come on. Missed. Missed. He just ran up and then ran away. What's... Fantastic. Oh well, that's what happens. Why do they get see-through hands? Watch, look at this. See, look. It's got see-through hands. They're just running up, running away. Let's see if I can get this guy. Come on. He's just running off. Come on. He's just running. They're all running off. The one thing you can't do with a chainsaw is block using it. Come on. Come on, somebody engage in a bit of fighting. I need to get this guy away. Get this guy. I don't like these fire guys anymore. I would expect the chainsaw to be much more deadly towards cannibals. It's fairly rubbish against the cannibals. Yeah, it kills them. They don't really get a chance to attack you back, but it takes far too long. It uses far too much fuel. You'd be constantly hunting around for fuel if you use the chainsaw. How long does it take? That takes too long even to linger. A couple of shots with a katana and they're gone. With this, it takes forever. I've run out of fuel. So hopefully you can see the limitations of the chainsaw. Yeah, it's great for cutting down trees, but it's not great for taking on cannibals. The amount of time it saves you cutting a tree down, yeah, okay, fair enough, it is fairly quick, but is it really worth it? I just think the chainsaw is just a little pointless. So before we finish up, I want to show you one more. It's improved look of underwater bubbles from the rebreather. I don't really remember the bubbles without this patch, so they look nice. But apparently this has been updated. So anybody that's watched any of my other videos will know that I don't see the shark round about the yacht, never have. And lo and behold, here is Mr. Shark. So I thought I'd show you all that the shark does actually exist. So that's update 0.60. A few bits and pieces in there that are fixing bugs. There's some dedicated server bits and pieces that I did not show you. You can find them in the link in the description. The chainsaw being the big thing, and I just feel it's fairly pointless. It doesn't really add much to the game at all. Makes chopping down trees better, but that's about it. So thanks guys for joining me today. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment and share the video. It's always very, very much appreciated. And as always, enjoy the forest and be careful out there.